Hi guys, Matt Z. It's the end of the year, so happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you guys. And I was thinking about what topic to do today, and sometimes I don't have anything that comes to mind, but sometimes things are created in the spur of a moment. So during this holiday season, I get invited to a bunch of places, right? And I was invited to my neighbor's house, and it's a pretty good atmosphere. I met a bunch of new people over there. We shake hands, we ask each other, what do you do, and so forth. Typically, I don't say I'm a commodity broker because people then ask me, what do you think about IBM? Or the next question is, do you trade pork bellies? So I try to get away with all kinds of other professions. But there was something that was really, really interesting. There was a bunch of guys in the corner, and one of the guys was talking about crude oil. And then he went, from crude oil to talk about crude oil options and ETFs and everything else. Nothing that he said made sense to me. Absolutely nothing. It wasn't logical. It was all wrong. It was just a bunch of theoretical stuff put together. Obviously, I'm not there to confront anyone or cause arguments, but the interesting part was that there were people around him who were listening to him with a certain level of fascination. I didn't understand why, because obviously he doesn't know, but then I'm realizing anybody who talks about the market, it sounds interesting, and you can build a pretty good argument even from theoretical knowledge and sound pretty intelligent. And why am I sharing this with you? Because I know that day to day you're exposed to people who talk to you about the markets. Some of them want to earn your business as mentors. Some of them want to sell you some other stuff, and they sound pretty intelligent, and you're probably impressed with some of them. Now, I'm sure that some of them are very, very smart, but here's the interesting part. Ask yourself if in a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, listening to the same people it's kind of hard to know if they would still sound very intelligent, because some of the things that if you knew them beyond theoretical value, you would probably question it. So my advice to you is this: when you seeking to engage in anybody's services on any level where knowledge transfer, there is a transfer of knowledge or an exchange of funds for knowledge, whether mentoring, trading rooms, indicators, books, seminars, webinars, you name it. Dig a little bit further, about the topic. Research a little bit more. Read a little bit more. Make sure that you're not one of those guys who just sits there, who is just impressed and basically impressed with the wrong things. I would probably go about every single topic researching it more than the internet. I would read a book about it. I would talk to experienced people who have real practical experience. There's a lot of YouTube videos of people who are experienced. There's a lot of books of people written with experience. So that's the idea. So just to give you a little bit summary of this video, don't be impressed really, really fast, okay? Listen, absorb it, then do your research, and come back to ask any intelligent questions. I bet that you will find out that during a very short period of a few months, you will gain, or you might gain, knowledge by yourself that otherwise you would pay for it. That's it, guys. I'm wishing you a good weekend as well, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas. We'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.